Is it important to fight? Yes.
Tony was brought up in the East End of London.
I want to be a jockey when I grow up. Yeah, I want to be a jockey when I grow up.
At 14, he was already an apprentice at Tommy Gosling's racing stable at Epsom. At 15, he'd left school.
My greatest fulfilment in life, when I rode at Kempton, in the same race as Lester Piggott. Proudest day of my life.
At 21, he was on the Knowledge, and by 28, he owned his own cab. At 42, Tony had left the East End and moved the family to Woodford in Essex.
Well, I think we overspent about, a colossal amount. Thousands.
At 49, they'd taken out a second mortgage on the London house and put the money into a holiday home in Spain. So it's 7 years since we did this.
It's flown by, Michael, just gone.
If we did all love Jeffrey and we all want to marry him, yeah, I think I know the one that he likes best, and that's her. She keeps changing her mind, though. Yeah, I don't know which one, really.
Sue grew up in the East End of London.
I don't think I'd get married too early. I'd like to have a full life first.
Marriage just means a different thing to me. I've still got my ideals about marriage. I don't know what it's all about.
Sue was 24 when she married Billy, and they had 2 children.
60.
To get married young, there must be things that you miss. You must miss that crucial stage of being yourself, because the minute you get married, you're no longer a single being, you're a partnership, and that should be the idea behind it.
By the time Sue was 35, she was divorced. At 42, when we filmed Sue in the karaoke bar, she brought Glenn along to watch her sing.
Well, we've been engaged now for about 14 years. I've not beaten any records, but it's quite a long time, isn't it? Yeah.
When I grow up, I'd like to find out all about the moon and all that.
Nick, a farmer's son, grew up in the Yorkshire Dales.
And I said I was interested in physics and chemistry. Well, I'm not going to do that here.
At 14, he was away at boarding school, and at 21, reading physics at Oxford. So what career are you going to pursue?
It depends whether I'll be good enough to do what I want to really do. I would like, if I can, to do research.
By 28, he had moved to America and was doing research into nuclear fusion at the University of Wisconsin.
The fusion reaction gives off energy and produces the power that would be turned into electrical energy and sent out to a consumer.
How hot is it in there?
In there, it's at about 10 million degrees.
At 35, he was an associate professor, and at 42, a full professor.
My ambition as a scientist is to be more famous for doing science than for being in this film, but unfortunately, Michael, it's not going to happen. I am seriously ill. I have a cancer in my throat, and I don't know what the prognosis, I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm not really focused on the long-term future. I'm focused on fairly short-term futures at the moment. A lot of the treatments that I've been having are things that are not good for your blood. And I'd had a couple of them in rapid succession, I guess. And so, yeah, my blood's a bit thin at the moment.